So let's see if everything is in order. Yes, apparently, yes it is. Welcome and welcome back, Blender folks. I'm Gnomes, and today I'm starting this live streaming a bit later, but we'll see what we can do about this. So this is the continuation of this series of the, how to say, LIPS 2D 3D research, and we have reached a great point now because I've just realized something foundational to the stylization of the mouth expressions, the lips, the mouth contour expressions for that work for sonic character designs, certain cartoony stuff, probably for anime stuff like that. But you need these 2D shapes for the mouth. This has been my nightmare for mouth rigging for so long, and actually this was present in the solution for this kind of result was present in the Universal Sonic Mouth Rig tutorial. Here, let's check it out again because this helps us a lot. Actually, this totally was a game changer for me. If it weren't for this tutorial, it's not so much the incredible feature that you can have the mouth go to the side, although this is on its own, it's already an incredible achievement, but some crazy things about how the mouth position relates to the arcades, the jaws, the arcade, upper jaw and lower jaw. No, the arcades, up and bottom arcades, the teeth, the bottom, the interior of the mouth, they move to follow the mouth positions. This is completely crazy, and this is actually very good for, I think, perhaps any cartoony, well, not any because cartoon is very vast, right? But lots of cartoony mouth rigs could use this, so not just characters that have this kind of muzzle. I imagine this is actually a game changer. It's not just the lower jaw that changes. Maybe I'm saying here what everyone knows already. I didn't know, so for me this is like this was complete game changer as I was trying to learn mouth rigging, and then there's another thing. Yes, and so there is the mesh topology and mesh geometry for the interior of the lips, and this was the game changer for me, and so this is also included in this thing. So one of the reasons why this works so well for Cartoony Expressions, if it were only for the mesh geometry, this tutorial would already be gold, right? But it's more than that. There are many features that stack together. So, and this is being perfected according to what I've recently learned directly from the author. So, folks, here I've succeeded on having the beginning of having these. So this is extremely exciting. I finally got stylistically it's more than halfway for the lips, because now what I need to do is unplanify. I mean, I need to give them some more organic shapes from this structural condition, where if you check here, so you see very regular mesh geometry. There are two face loops like that for the inner lips, let's say like this, and then there's the back of the inside of the lip, and then the outside of the lip. But this, I don't know if this can be considered lip. I'm still investigating that. It's not clear, but in principle, yeah. So what lacks here for stylistic is that I need still to have a way to have these lips appear in a way that is not so much 2D like. We can probably do with shape keys, so this would be an investigation to do here, folks. And shape keys could probably solve this, provided they will occur where the mesh is, and not from, like, I assume if I have a bone that controls the ellipse, right? So currently, where is the armature? There is the armature. Hold on, armature here. Yes, armature here. So let's say I have I have some lip bones here. So provide I have, so you see the kind of it's not completely set up. I need to re-rig everything of them out. So this is what we're gonna do now. Many adjustments to this new mesh geometry, right, folks? And we also will try to do the stylistic thing, which is fundamental for our stylistic adaptation, which is to get these lips to get shapes. But the problem is, I already know how to do this. Remember, perhaps, maybe not, if you're not been watching this. So I was using a very complicated method with not so complicated, but kind of original method with I was calling bendy bones, lips profiles bendy bone splines. So it will be, I have here them, but for old stuff, you see, this would allow, even if they start on a like quadratic shape like that, it's okay, because we can create pose assets for them or pose them manually. They would shape like really a bit more like it will be somewhat like shape keys, but by armature deform. So I don't know if I would like to have a better method, an easier method than both. But the problem is that apparently I've tried so many mesh geometries for this. Not so many, at least 4 different ones, right? Including this one. And this one worked. All the others failed. This is completely a different story. But now I'm interested in perhaps seeing what if I start tweaking with that, right? Maybe from this standpoint, it would be possible to have what I want without lips profile bendy bone splines, without shape keys. It's doubtable, because it will complexify the geometry of the lips, and then these deforms here won't be too simple. But I'm considering other aspects. Is that now comes something that I've been learning from outrigging alone, right? And all this experimentation and taking reference and ideas from everywhere. And based on the proof of concept that was for me the profile stuff, right, for the lips. If I have a bone that carries lips mesh like the volume, but behind, and those bones, they actually don't share waves with this. Well, maybe they share wave, but not these ones. So there'll be empty waves for this. There will be a new mesh here, which will be carried by this bone as some sort of, with offset parenting, for example. So this bone will be a carrier for a transporter in world space or local space, whatever it will be in space, right? It will be a carrier, a transporter for the other bone, which works along with it for shaping the lip, except that the other one will be the responsible to shape the profile of the lip, sort of volume stuff, right? So this will be a bit like the profile thing for bendy bone spline, but way more simple. I don't know if this simplicity will work, but the proof of concept of previously explained of the ellipse profile bendy bone splines, they indicate that this would work even if it's not bendy bone splines. So this means, yes, there are some complications though, is that of course this extra mesh will have to connect to here, and the problem is that this particular bone here has waves there too, it's not just there. So what I can do is to perhaps we'll have to add geometry here, add the bone, make the parenting relation, it could be bone constraint relation, but I think parent would be enough. And perhaps these waves from the muzzle, right, on the muzzle region, on the lower face, right, anyways, not the muzzle invisible that is we don't see, but this the real muzzle shape. So the other bone will be responsible to carry these waves. So because it moves along with the mouth, with this top lip, right, centralized top lip, then the other bone will move this. So it's like I just give these waves to the other, and these bones will just take care of the lip waves, this inner part of the lips, not inner part, the center. It's hard to tell this, how do we call this area, I don't know, because here is the inside of the lip, here's the outside, and here is what? Central part? No, the center is here, so it's the, yeah, I have no name for that, so so in principle this could work. But there's a problem of giving the waves for so there are many problems in there. One of that is that if I want to shape the lips with the extra bone, it will be moving all that too, rotating and all that, and that will probably be bad. Although it would. So this could be a problem. There are other bones, of course, but the problem would be the same. And if I continue, so there's another crazy idea. Hello, welcome back, Sequoia. How are you doing? And the other idea, then I'm continuing here. This would be a bit crazy, but it would I think it would work. I have waves here, then for the lip that protrudes, the real lip, at least in the front, it will be carried by the other bone. And then these waves will continue through this bone, like it will be a gap in the wave painting, and what is in the gap would be the other bone, that the lip bone, that we could shape this region. So this could work. It will be very odd, but it would work possibly. Then another possibility is that with this geometry I get the mouth bones, so instead of lip bones, yes, I could have mouth bones, and the mouth bones, they will be actually carrying the lips bone by parenting. And this will mean that I will have the localized lips bones to be posed, and they will have deforms here. Since they are not moving on local space, it's not them that will, so they will cause these deforms, just as we see here, the question is, would I require just one and then I will be able to shape whatever thing? No, probably not, because yeah, no. So I'll probably need this bone to carry more than one, so it will carry at least two bones. So this will be like the profile stuff. One will be structural for this, and the other one would be structural for the variations of the ellipse shapes. I'm good. How are you? Great. Yes, great. I'm good too, because I've just found how to using the more ideas from the universal sonic melt rig. I finally was able to uncover one thing that was the big mystery, right? So now I can shape more cartoony facial expressions here, you see. Just like the universal sonic mount rig. Of course, there's some, it's not shrink wrapping, there's a lot of things to fix on this Frankenstein thing, but yeah, this is happening. This has never happened before in this model. So I can, you see the mouths even, okay, forget about that, but this is to be reimplemented. Look at those expressions, right? So, and this is pure linear blend skinning. So but now I'm considering what bendy bone splines will do to this. I believe it might be even better. It was just the plain mesh geometry that I was working, which was probably very bad for this kind of deforms that we wanted. So it's plain one. Hold on, where is it? Hello, Ignigir. How are you doing? Welcome back. So here we, yeah. So the two. Where's this? So we have. There's this object in front. Hold on. This is in the way. We need to hide it. What is? Okay, there's mount interior. Oh, I cannot select it. Okay, let's just hide it for now. Okay, there. Here is the mesh. This is exactly like, well, not totally exactly, but yeah, it's, you have just two very regular stuff here, face loops for the mouth, parallel looping all around the lips. And this is how it works. And with a rest position, binding state, binding pose state like that for the mesh. Then you see this mesh geometry here. Also, this is not perhaps lips, this is mouth face loops. The lips are like inside there, and then this is the back of the lips. We could consider here's also as part of the lips, but yeah, if let's make a test here. I believe this will be bad. It won't be good looking. No, actually it's not too bad, so maybe this can be considered also part of the lips already for this case, but it's probably yeah, so it's probably not enough, but starts to help, right? Starts to help. What about the other? Then we can, yeah, this is something, playing with this mesh geometry should be good, right, folks? So this is something else you need to be checking. So yeah, now this is probably too much. The distribution of the mesh is very regular right now, so we don't probably want to be changing that. This could sacrifice the expressions we are getting. So we don't want to change the regularity of the mesh. But we can make the experiment. So I need to check what next I should be doing. So yes, I've already decided, right, folks? It is the spline skinning for the lips, and so yeah, we got extra just one extra face loop here to be the as part of the lips, so we can actually sim this, although this can get us into some confusion at some point because we are still investigating the limits of this rig. So mark sim. So what we're gonna do here, yeah, mark sim here too. We don't need this expansion here, so this can be just like that. These two face loops, we can just give them the darker color rating. Oh, but they don't appear here, must be on the materials, plain materials. So it will be this. No, still something wrong here. This should be a lighter red color, so why I cannot looks like I'm oh, this mode has no much light. Okay, there we go. Now yes. Alright folks, so this means the following, folks. All my experimental rigging on the mouth is mostly, yeah, essentially I'm nearly complete with this. It's working already. We can do nearly whatever we want with the lips, provide of course I made the proper retakes. There are lots of things to retakes here, and there are some, yes, so experimentation is not over here for the mouth rigging, but now I know how to get the things to work. So this means that in the beginning, in other days, in other weeks, we were in the last couple of weeks when I started this was really going. Let's play some soundtrack here. This is ready. Yes. So okay, this is for video games. And hold on, too loud, a little too loud for me. What is here? Oh, it's here. Okay. Alright, so you can close that. We have the transmission here. Fine. Sorry folks. Okay. So yeah, lots of things to rotate. This was never completely done. Now it's not even working well. There's a lot of things that don't work anymore, need to, or work partially. We need to revise that, but this is not our immediate concern. We want to see if spline skinning, bendy bones for these lips will work better than linear blend skinning with those regular bones here for the lips. So currently this is very good, but I believe I have still some issues with the corners. I've been retaking the corners. Is very hard apparently to get it right. But look at this, right? And it looks even better when if we, for example, not this mode, but I mean, if we get this, we start to, yeah, it was the, yeah, these bones are too much in the way, right? And then on the corners I still have some issues because I cannot make, for example, even a O shape is a bit difficult to make in this thing. I think I would need to have more bones, so there's some limitations here, yes. It's not shrink wrapping, so it's not like I cannot get the mouth to go there without horrid consequence. So this is because I need to reset some stuff there in the rig, but we have very cool shapes, right? That's and then there's some wrong things there, wrong distribution of weights. But look at this. This This is sort of exactly the kind of stuff I was looking for, and now finally we can have. Of course, there's the problem with the lips, so we need to find research on that. But basically, I already have a solution for that, but it's overly complicated, so I want to get a simplified alternative. Shape keys would do probably. Actually, let's try shape keys, folks. I'm curious. I need to just make a curious assessment here for myself, because don't remember much how to work with shape keys. I don't even remember if they would do what I have in mind. So I'm gonna save here in a file for keep working on this stuff. There will be next sonic lips. Yes, this would be no backup, so this is continuation. So lips improvements. Yes, okay. So shape keys. So my idea with shape keys in this case, if we at least get some organization here, folks. So I get mount region. No, I need to add this mesh here, apparently. So this was, I think I have doubled mesh here, ripped mesh. Yeah, we have some stuff happening there. There's old mesh there, folks. Let's try to solve that. No? Maybe it's just illusion. I'm just making some crazy interpenetrations of mesh. Yeah, maybe it's just illusion. Never mind. So I have already fixed. But then why I don't have this selections here? Okay, now we need to add this to this mouth region. I think the music is repeating wrongly. It's looping. Yeah, it's looping wrongly. That's like that. Okay. Here we assign this. This is just a hiding, so vertex groups. So no problem. Assign everything at the same. Don't do that with modifier vertex groups, nor deform vertex groups, because this would be like modifier, because they have wave painting, and the wave painting could be blended. So if we assign everything on edit mode, it will destroy all the. Here you don't see good examples. Here should be, yeah. So we see here there's some wrong mesh, unless this is the no, the ghost mesh is hidden. So yeah, there's something wrong there. The mesh, probably something that is. Oh, I see. This is, maybe it's flipped. Let's just check this out. Overlays. Why it's not working now? Why I can't have to check the face orientations? What's happening to the colors? Yeah, but we see there's something wrong there. There's some. We see here. So should we? Yeah, I should just merge those things, right? But then this also is wrong, so let's see. I see. This is separated mesh. We delete that. There's face behind. we need to just delete these ones. I think this is good now. This happened because we are duplicating mesh because of the leaps. We are making tons of attempts to get them right until we finally found a good result, the solution. That the problem is that when I was making the universal sonic mount rig tutorial, I just didn't figure out the importance of the mesh geometry and mesh topology of the lips. I was attempting a lot of other things. I thought they would work, like the sonic stuff, but no, actually these apparently is very fundamental to the output. Maybe there are some variations because of the regularity of the mesh. So we've seen some, I've already seen in some very analytic character, very simplified character designs, even in anime in 3D, something like that, or certain simplified cartoons, and then they work with, I've already seen that, they work like that with the shrink wrap bond constraints or shrink wrap modifier. But I didn't expect this to be so useful for this kind of style. So it's just like incredible what this mesh geometry is able to do on its own. So this was the thing that I couldn't figure it out myself. So this is why research, getting ideas everywhere and learning right from others is fundamental. So here apparently, okay, let's try to delete this. Is there any face? I see there's something. It was not connected. Yeah, we just need to. So I don't know, I forgot to connect some meshes here. Maybe it'll still appear something in the future, but for now, just finish this loop. We'll see if there's anything. Alright folks, so spline skinning, right folks? We can go now to test how these, fortunately we already have bendy bone splines for this. This time we are going to see. Yeah, I have so much old stuff here. Maybe we should clean up that on this version, right folks? Old mouths, no, I don't want anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, not even seeing what I'm deleting, but I know it's all old, so even this I think we're not gonna use, even for tests. This might be bad. Okay, so this we keep because it's basic. We need to retake them though, not time for that right now. Then let's hide stuff for the eyes. The body, okay, check the body here. Let's see. Yes, then the other things that we had a lot of copies were the armature stuff. So you have just one armature, but there are too many stuff here. So okay, this is building, this is required, although it's not even working here. So if this already works according to, for example, like parent here, so I can do stuff like that. So this is already in direction of the universal sonic mount rig, and this is just deformed like that because I haven't set the shrink wrap modifiers properly. This will take some time because I have to reassess. There's something about some infinite loop that I was starting to have, so I need to assess that later. So, and then we can also use some bone constraint here that this I'm not using, but I found out the solution for that. Yeah, you see that I just remember how to solve, not remember, I just figured out how to solve this. Basically, if we have a, I just need to change this bone's rest position to match perhaps what is it, to match this thing. Actually, we will like to so let's do something like, it's a bit complicated, but I need to use an operator here. The other bones are kind of following, right? So this is not possible to be done this way. We need to perhaps unparent, but then if I unparent, let's see. Okay, so we see the tilt, folks. So what we need to do is, these deforms are, just because this bone has wave painting, so to do it, just pick this bone, then we can actually pose like, where is it? Apply pose, apply selected at rest pose. Okay, so now this changed the rest position for as this. This means that it won't tilt these bones on when they are parented, except that we need to align them. So this was a bit annoying, so let's just do something here, folks. Just align. I don't need these ones. They are right, so just pick this. Let's align everything. We could keep like this just for simplicity. Hold on. Apparently there's something wrong about the position of this lip here. Maybe I forgot. Maybe this is why I was having some trouble. One of the reasons the corners were so difficult, but let's solve this. Then here, this is the, this could be, this two could be more like here. These two regular mesh, so there's not much retakes here to do, right, folks? I don't know exactly where they should go, these bones. They don't even need to be like that. And here is top and bottom, so this could go, this is, no, this is the bottom. The up is here. This should work, even as though a bit chaotic, but let's, oh, actually, no, this is something else. Okay, now with this alignment, even if I parent these bones, they won't get carried away by the thing, because we needed our rest pose to be the ideal, the reference for all these orientations. And the problem is that how do I do that if the rest pose don't give me enough statistics of what's happening? So just get the one, do like it's a bit like reverse engineering. So I just get to apply the position it gets from this align. Now I know what is the exact alignment of this bone to the mesh according to its own stuff. So now we don't suffer. Of course I might have to change some stuff, but these bones, they are not aligned, so maybe here too this is a structure we can solve, perhaps. like this. No, actually it's like this, but this we can change this thing, make perhaps this. I'm not using this bone anyways, but yeah, at least it'll have a proper pivot point. No, not that, not really. Not, don't they need to be aligned? Well, yeah, the pivot point here is probably something regarding the jaw, so it's not, I don't even know anymore. So it was like that, and yeah, it wasn't working anyway, so it has to do certainly with anyways, there's no waves here working well enough, so this is like, we don't have to fix this now. We have jaw system already that will move all together, so this is like, we're just messing around with this. I need to integrate this system or something about this into the what I already have. This will take some investigation, but yeah, eventually we will come up with the best solution for the control rig, right, folks? The deform rig is another story. We already made adjustments to the mesh of this character, so it's much the lower face, the muzzle, so it's much smoother now, and so this means that and roundish. This means that as the arcades inside the mouth interior here, as the arcades, they hold on, object modifiers, as the arcades they get to rotate. Here's the system of the arcades actually. No, not this, sorry, it's here. As the arcades they rotate, right, we can use actually these bones, it's better. They won't, well, they are interpenetrating here, but you see they are following more or less the curve of the, yeah, this could be a little more roundish. They don't need to be that size actually, I think they are a bit too big, so imagine they were like a bit less. Yeah, we need to repose this, and we could use rest. Yeah, okay, let's no, that one wouldn't work. This won't change the mesh rest position, folks. We can make a test right now to see that. So let's say if that would be the new rest position for the, but what it will do is it will just change the rest position for the bones. So if we reset here, you see the top arcade map that starts there, right? So let's change this thing and to get somewhere like here. Then we let's say we get, okay, post rest position, edit mode, the arcades are back to their original place. Pose mode, you see we've changed, we're still in a final posed state here because we posed these bones, so the arcade now is down. If we pick only these two bones and we let's say apply selected at rest pose, the rest position for the mesh is still the original, although these bones they have changed, so there's some offsetting now. We don't want that to change the, so okay, now back to original. So to change that we need to change the mesh itself, and we actually can do that even if we don't, and then we can readjust the bones on their own on also on edit mode. So this is no big deal, right, folks? It's just We are changing their local, original, zero local space, right? And other conditions, right? We are setting their root local space. So what we could do here though, yeah, perhaps I've start touching this will take, it's not long, it's simple, but then we don't have the mouth open, we'll do that another time. It's not like, but then, and also let's just, since we found that there's something wrong here, let's just give this slightly more roundish shapes. It will be better. I think that will work. So this will help avoiding the interpenetrations. And it's not like I'm doing this to solve the interpenetrations. We could do that by some sort of fancy automation. If the arcades need to be like that, we just scale them down slightly as they rotate, so they won't interpenetrate in here. I'm doing this because this is also good for the character design. It's something that I guess always get messed up for some reason. I never figure out this without checking a top-bottom view of this. Is like something that confused me for this character design. And so we can get it more roundish, and it's probably very beneficial also for the look of the character design. Although we can use some tricks, camera keys, morphs and lattice, and yeah, some advanced rigging techniques for 3D animation. Japanese have used, and that bell thing. I don't have this now, but it's relatively simple. It's on the last thing I'm gonna place on the rig. But as much as we can get a good character design, right, on 3D, on the basic stuff, right, it is good. So here this problem is this is probably just the, oh, there's ripped vertices here apparently. So apparently there is, oh, unconnected. So yes, just found more of this problem. Maybe this one, yeah, that's it. Maybe this is the case of here too. No, the problem is that it's strange. Even when I use the operator clean up, mesh clean up, merge by distance, nothing is merged. So it's like they would need to merge. So I don't get it. Something is bugged there. Alright folks, no, this can't continue that way. This is not mesh, this is probably a modifier, or yeah, some vertex group that is very wrong after these mesh changes, right? This will be affecting the look of the character, is really annoying. So let's try to fix this real quick. I need to go on, yeah, there we go. So what kind of wave painting is that, by the way? We are going to use the it's the modifier stuff, right? So that's in principle. Let's see, we need the mouth region, select all that, that's good. Then this is protection for wave painting, then we don't need much more than that. We go here, and now we can just check for the modifier vertex group, which are at the end. I don't know why I have all this. Yeah, it's a chaos here. Those are old. For even other lips, no, these things don't exist anymore. Let's delete these. What are these? Also this for other lips, yeah. Solidify lips, no, we don't need that. We are not using this solidify modifier anymore, but could be interesting. We should remember at some point. Okay, we don't have it. It's not shrink wrapping. You see, we took this off because we are still in the middle of the experimental process of retakes. Okay, let's see the muzzle. Yeah, so this is shrink wrap. This is very bad, but this is not what affecting because the shrink wrap is disabled. But yes, we need to absolutely, we can't continue in this situation for this object modifier, and of course we are going to smooth stuff there. We'll start by yeah, here would be better if we had some protection, so we have a protection, right folks? But it's not like, yeah, you could took this off already. Yes, it will select these vertices but not the one on the ellipse. Great. Then here we might take off this and this and then this, and I think all this we can take off too. And then here the muzzle, don't, yeah, that will be, I think I have another muzzle vertex group which will be better actually for hiding this. Okay, anyway, since we got that, now we protect, we make sure we are in this shrink wrap muzzle. We just can largely paint everything we want here, and then we can just blur the extremities, because it would help actually in getting, so we can, if I augment here, okay, so what I can do is invert and question, yeah, we can blur from this or maybe expand. No, what is this? Okay, it has gone chaotic, so let's okay, everything gone wrong. We want perhaps this, just this kind of, alright, so we see the limits there somewhat. If we expand, yeah, so for example if I invert here, maybe you can take this off. Yeah, maybe we don't need all this, just the other border. Okay, then we can invert again. Yeah, we can blur this part here, that will be fine. There are many ways to do that, folks. I just don't want to expand this too much. I'm trying to make it this subdivided vertex so that don't count. Actually, hold on. What if I... No. This is a problem about this. We don't see the subdivisions, the normal subdivisions with the wire on the mask. Right, so I don't want these others, it's just this part here. Alright, so this is good. And also for the mouth, we are going to get it back. So let's probably blur this thing. We see that the expansion goes there, right folks? So I think it's just blurring here actually. Let's see. Yes, that should be good. Then I just want to make sure if this thing is matching. Okay, so apparently we have some crazy things here. What if I remove this? All right. So let's say straight does that. This is very irregular. I don't need to fix that actually, but it's bizarre. And then I think these ones. Might have been a bad idea, yes. Actually, it's just this that I need to remove. And also here it got removed. We can probably bring it back. No, it still gets this thing. Just remove that. What happens? Alright, so that looks good. Okay, that seems to be okay. Then if I go back here, okay, now it's regular. Now let's see if this selection matches the actual hide muzzle thing. No, this is very bad. So, but this is simple to fix. It's full waves anyway, so it's just, we don't have to be very careful here. We need, however, to take off the mouth stuff, right, folks? These faces. Yeah, just do this. And this. And there's still faces there in the corner. This should be it. Yes, so this would be the assign maximum. If you check here, it's bad, but then we go back on edit mode, assign, and I get all that. It might be fine if it goes slightly more, but because this is just a hiding stuff, so it may be useful. Not ideal, but alright. It's hard to make them match because of the bug, I think, that we need to report. Okay, so we fixed that. Now another object modifier, which is, okay, it's not here. The correctives, yeah. What is this? I think this is old. Why still have this? This is this using this ridiculous name? Yes, it is. Alright, so hide body, hide zero body, I don't know. And then we go sort by name. Where did it go? it just disappeared. I don't, do you see it, guys? I don't see it. What happened to my... Well, this is going crazy. What's happened? Ah, here it is. So let's see if it's adding really all the mesh of the body. Yes. Yeah, and there's something there. Maybe also get this. Let's include this one as sign, but it's useless if we don't have an adjustment here. Here. So yeah, of course it's not showing on edit mode, but this will do this. But this don't protect from wave painting. What is this? I don't know about this. There's no indication of what it does. Anyways, yeah, we fixing some stuff. Let's go again. Okay, so what's this? Yeah, we don't, doesn't matter. Let's clean up this. Oh, there's a lot of cleanup to do, folks. I remember this head stuff. Yeah, all these bones. We can do this better. So all the modifiers here, they start with M mod, then they go, as we sort by name, they go at the end. There's no vertex group collections as we know it. Then maybe you didn't know. So all the height stuff, they start with this point of exclamation, so they go at the top. This is my management vertex group, so we have a lot. So for example, we have lips, which is for the old lips. So this is like, it's dead, so let's just remake it. So it's just pick seam, it is seam, so let's just remake these lips here, and those letters and numbers here just for some, so they get organized in an order that matters to me, since we cannot manage them manually, so that's the way to go for me. Then yes, so we could have, okay, head, okay, then there's this is 3 is already the mouth thing, 2 is the eyes rig, 1 is, well, is the head stuff, 0 the body. Then here mouth interior could be actually another thing, right? Because so you can have like teeth. This is all the teeth. This is only the teeth top. This is the teeth bot. My connection lagged, it's back. There's no mesh here, so we need to delete these things because I've separated the mesh. We don't need this. So it's only the lips, lips top, lips bottom, lips corner. This is whole lips, corners. These don't exist anymore. Yeah, we can keep them, maybe reuse them, but not right now. So okay, sorry folks, let's go back to the, so it's just this one. I got distracted by so many things that are wrong here. I should do this before I come live at some point. Yeah, management stuff for the project, very good idea too. So here we see that this is corrective smooth. So we see there's some stuff wrong here. So we pick this, we remove 100 from this, so it removes everything. So let's see how the corrective smooth working here. So it's very bad. We need to solve that. So that's what is going wrong, folks. at that region. This can expand here, yes, probably here too, yes, alright. Let's see, in this case now, let's make a selection, perhaps not the head region, but the mouth region, and if we need, we expand it. So with this selection, we go here and go on wave paint mode for the, okay, we have the selection, but we go on the masking selection. Then we need the modifier here, muzzle, but corrective smooth, right, folks? So we get thinking about now, wouldn't it be better to have this organized by part of the face and then what it does, the modifier itself? So it don't get, could be better, not sure. Yeah, this is correct, but maybe it's not that good. So I'm gonna expand this finally. Corrective smooth. I've changed the corrective smooth so it doesn't do it so much. The corrective smooth is mostly for the adaptation with... this is wrong, folks. Forgot something. We cannot include the lips here. How it is possible that I had the lips here? Okay, I did something wrong. Naturally, something. So the muzzle. Oh, I select the mouth region. That's it. So that's why it's included. So this is easier. Let's go back now again. We need to go to the here, and now we can complete this. Let's just invert and just subtract this first. Here we could perhaps subtract stuff from there if we don't want, but maybe just this, who knows. Yeah, I have a wrong assessment of this part, certainly, but let's at least solve this. This is the rest is detail, right? Here totally we can do all that, and the part there you see there are some probably there would be even more. Yeah, there is blurring after, so that's part is okay. It's great. Just here I'm not sure about this part. We could get some and for some reason, okay, I can't. No, I can't. There's some. No, it's the mirror that I cannot paint here. So here we can probably blur that. Yeah. Whatever, if we invert this, that doesn't help. We can at least try some blurring here. Okay, this should work. Then again, inversion. Let's leave this part as this. I'm still considering what to do with the nose. This, and here is much simpler. We're considering blurring this more because this was for another purpose, right? This corrective smooth. There are different ways to do this. Alright, so now I think we got rid mostly of that problem that was here. Alright folks, let's see how this selection goes crazy. Yes, it goes crazy, see, for some reason it recalls wrong selections. So let's get this, try to just... It won't do anything, but it is just insane. It means nothing for me, so... Like, it's nonsensical and it's confusing if we think about it. there also this is should be removed. So now, yeah, we see here, there you see these vertices here, yeah. Okay, then we have, I see, let's do something like that. Expand from this, remove everything from this. Now it's better, yeah. Okay. Alright folks, this is a cleanup. Now we can go back to the, finally to the stylistic part. We need to, sorry about all this craziness here, we need to, this model needs a lot of cleanup after all we've done in the like 2 weeks rigging, experimental rigging them out and finding solutions. So here I know I have bendy bone splines for the test of the, so what we're gonna do is the following folks. We are going to cheat because we're gonna reuse the same vertex groups here for the bendy bones that we're gonna create. So here, mechanism, building, okay, this is, and here apparently there is nothing, so we can probably construct something here. Let's see. Something is weird about my window. This usually, this is too large and too annoying to see, but anyways, we get used to it. I see it needs to go down like that. So here there's nothing. This is the ellipse we are working, new ellipse, but this is new LBS ellipse linear blend skinning new. Okay, then old ellipse, what are these? Yeah, this is old ellipse indeed. We can delete those things. This we can take this off. No hidden bone here apparently. So this is for this ellipse profiles. Yeah, so this is advanced, but we can at least copy those things. Yeah, we can reuse these things. Yeah, let's duplicate those. So this is for the 2D mouth. We are gonna, and we even have old lips here. So this is another mechanism that failed. It was funny, but still didn't solve the problems that we wanted. So we can take it off. Although no, there's no advantage here. So let's delete this. Yay! Maybe cleaning up stuff. We have this in backups elsewhere if we want, but it's very, very annoying to get those things across. Yeah, add penned stuff is, or link. I don't even understand linking, but appending. Yeah, I'll always get me into trouble. Or it's very complicated to set. Like have to separate the armature, rename, separate parts of the body, have two files open. I don't like the workflow of this in Blender. I wish we could have simultaneous projects open. They should try to improve that at some point with a massive update, but I'm not counting on this. So what I can do is just to get better at this kind of workflow. There should be good tutorials on these management files, right? As we get to work on bigger projects in Blender, this starts probably to get more and more important. So let's go, folks. Let's duplicate this, and we're gonna move this to layer 3 could be here, yes, so it is here, so this will be lips bendy lips linear, no, there's spline skinning new, right? So the spline skinning with bendy bones. We are going to now work on that. You see the names are all wrong, so all bizarre, so we'll maintain this structure. We know already that the two splines is the best way for drawing the shapes of the lips. So we're gonna maintain this idea that we found. I might be wrong, but yes, this was the last finding. This should be accurate enough from my experience of spline skinning. So this structure on this mouth, on this geometry topology of the lips, the mouth should bring the best outcome, even better than the linear blend skinning that operate on this thing. So we are going to attempt now this stuff. We have the bones sort of ready for this. We just need to adjust these things. It's just repositioning stuff, but bendy bones are slightly more complicated. Need to use median. We are trying to make this very regular. We can totally play with this. Actually, yeah, I don't need to meet the center, folks. This is just not required. Here I probably need to do something like that. The rolls will fix after. For now, yeah, it's impossible to know what's going on. Let's try to probably have to hide bones in the process. So first, if you get the alignments right by doing this, this is the first step. Then we start making the alignments from other orientations. The rolls should be the last thing we do, but these bendy bones, I assume they're already set, so it's like, oh, these match the same spot, I guess. That's it. That's why it's much simpler than, unfortunately, at least for these rotations, just have to pick one handle, and we're not gonna now for this. Yeah, this will be slightly more complicated. We are going to need hiding now. Hiding skills. Child skills. So let's see. Okay, let's start with this one, folks. So what happens if we get this? What happened? Okay, this also needs to be. The problem is that the bendy bones, yeah, I need to do this with the bendy. It's preferably that I do that, but this will displace. Anyways, there will be displacement, so. And then, of course, we can try to, yeah, let's try to solve the rolls from that. We see that. What if we reset the rolls? It's, yeah, just let's make sure we get good rolls here already. Okay, so because these are regular lips, yeah, let's do something like that. Then this, as they already reset, positive will be this kind of things. All right, except that we want this yet to there, I guess. and here we want perhaps, alright, their roles are exactly the same, the bendy bone with their parent, their handle. Then we need to do this again for the rest. We can hide this, and now we need to check here. Of course these bones will be very annoying. We can probably now make this kind of alignment here. Actually, let's reset roll and then align. So it probably means the same, but who knows. Then of course we don't want these alignments. Okay, we can already reset roles here and align. Then we start. Yeah, we need to hide this, and then we can try to get these positions right here. Same with this. This is very wrong, so it moves like here, I guess. Alright, then sounds good. Now they need to, we see that the bendy bones are, can I snap with this thing? Okay, they snap, that's good. I thought I would, oh, because of this, okay. It's not, this is, so I get here. Yes, the music is looping crazily. They are very short, so they might have looped thousands of times. I think it's time to end this. For, I'm certain I've made some different looping system here, folks. So let's stop looping and just last. So then feel free to put whatever soundtrack you want. Okay, this is snapped, this is snapped, and we are going to, yes, make sure these first are aligned, and then for these last ones we can, first, let's reset rule of everything, then line here, then this is the up, so align to the up, this is the bottom, align bottom. So here can already, I think it's snapped. Yeah, snapped. This one unsnapped. There we go. The up, we see that the roles are wrong. Okay, we can do something here first. Good. Now this, the dip down, we see that is, yeah, it's okay. And then the lip, okay, they are stacking crazily. Let's hide everything here. We don't need this, and probably don't need this. So lip down and lip up. What about the, the axis is pointing down. That's good. Okay, so they are perfect. In this regard, we just need a last development here. I think something like that, and here that should be it. Maybe we can also, this could be here, and those are minimal details. This won't really affect the deforms in any severe way. I see it's unsnapped accidentally, so oh, I have some problem here. No? Why I have difficulty? Okay, let's do one by one. There's a oh, I see. One snap to the... Alright, so let's do something like... Let's snap their tails, I think. No, this is wrong. No, this is right, because it's their head, so let's snap one to the other, then we can do... They are stacking... These stack their heads there, and this stacks their tail there, the same spot. Now that's great. For the corners should do... Here we can do some... No, wrong snapping here. And there again. And here. And what about this? Now this is right. Yes, so bendy bones, if we can survive this thing well enough, then the rest is like... yeah. Okay, folks, now we could there's still this, alright? This is just doing some arrangements here, here. I'm very used to this, so this is why this is not... I don't considering the good things about bendy bones, this is even a meditation process. Alright, but yeah, it's annoying also. Now, pose mode, the targets probably are all correct, so also this we need to survive to this one by one. Now we can probably symmetrize, it will be simpler, because then they will symmetrize the, okay, the bone constraint settings as well. And now would like to have perhaps some how to say, we would like to have the renaming, right? So everything here is control. I don't think they give these names here, so def. Alright, so alright. So you slip down. Yeah, we have new names for those things. Alright, so let's and there's the numbers also are very wrong. So bones, first of thing, check that the bones are pure somewhere here. Then find replace. Yes, so instead of control, let's call it tip. Handle, actually, bone handle. It's a controllable bone. I don't technically this will be the accurate thing, but yeah, I still... Okay, so control bone handle, of course, but this will confuse, so let's do this. Then for the... This is how I used to do it. Then for the down, we change to down. Then the whatever is up, we change to up, and then the rest is numbers, I think. Oh, now for these ones, oh, I forgot the deform is fine. Now, yeah, so is there one? No. So this will be 1, this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 2, and we can do something like strip characters, digits, and punctuation in the end. No, they will not get the... Okay, then need to add 0, 0. whatever they continue the thing, then this is a problem now. They have different names. No, it's not a problem, folks. What's that? Okay, I forgot the bendy bones. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 2. So now they have different names. Now probably I can just delete, and then we get edit mode here. We can not move, actually symmetrize, and there we go. Now we have lost the... How is it possible? Okay, maybe when I deleted they've lost the... Okay, no problem. Stretch 2. Okay, this is down, so not confusing here. Stretch 2 bone constraint. Then this... No, nothing here to change. It's exactly that. This is up, so get here. Then this continues here. Stretch 2. This stretch 2, and maybe just making sure the parenting at least must be correct. These parentings here are tweaked to something else. Maybe we should take this off because it's older rig. We're gonna reassess this, so do this and parent. So now they are free, and we need the colors, of course, here. That will be or you can give them bendy bone splines. We're using these colors, and now not a problem. We just symmetrize, and now it's perfect except for the wave painting. So now for the wave painting, we can cheat. We will take we can re-wave paint, but I have another... Yeah, actually we're not gonna steal the wave paint, we're gonna clone them. So we are going to go on the vertex group panels. Apparently the name for the other bones, they were called lips. This one, I just need... Okay, I had for the corners here. Now it will be useless to use because I'm using... Not totally useless, but these bendy bone splines, they work differently, so we have to wave paint them slightly different. We don't need the will waste time, I think. So instead we can hide those things here. We just need the... Okay, so we need some selection here that will make sense. So pick this, then we can start expanding this. I think until here, at least for now, should be fine. Then here we got this thing, and we can start by this one. The beginning is always more complicated, but as soon as we get wave painting it should be better. Now it's better if I can differentiate the up, the... this doesn't work on wave paint mode. Okay, so this will be the... Need to differentiate them, right, in some way. So they will be the... Now let's do the opposite. So this is the one from the bottom, and this is the one from the top. Fortunately they're not in the middle, right? So as they expand, they go on that direction. And so now we can make the differentiation. It is symmetrized also. Now if we go here, we want to be again... Now we can probably just get... yeah, we could have a separation, but this should be simple. Wait, why? Oh, they are not deformed bones. Okay, no, not a problem. Okay, but this is not armature. We need to... Okay, here we have a measure selection here. So select this, turn them to deformed bones, and now this should be working. Now we can probably see the real-time effects, and we need to protect, of course. We want to see how the bendy bone splines will, how the mesh will react to spline skinning, right? This mesh, this particular geometry that I've borrowed from exactly from Universal Sonic Melt Rig. Of course, I'm wave painting wrong, folks. This is not right. I have two splines, so they certainly don't need to do what I'm doing. These shared waves are probably deadly. Not deadly, they just won't be very accurate. It will be bad for, I believe, for the problems that we are facing, we want to solve. So here, let's just do something like that. Their limit, although blend, yeah, it's very confusing. When to use blended waves, how much to use, certain situations, blend waves will be very, very important. Lots of blend waves, expanded blended waves, and there are many other cases that no, you don't want for very peculiar reasons. Here, because I'm struggling too much with the corners, I don't want blended waves from the middle bones in the corner. And here, even this one I'll try to avoid. Now you can pick this one. Hold on, folks. So I need to set this up. Oh, fun fact, the commenter maker. Welcome back, the comment maker. I remember. How are you doing? Fun fact, there is no correct wave painting. Every way is wrong, totally. It's the skinning algorithms. The skinning algorithms, they are just Stone Age, in my opinion, of course. It's just, some have been used for decades, right? And it lets the wave painting not become a purely artistic thing, right? For me, ideal wave painting or good skinning algorithm would be like sculptor in time, right? You sculpt whatever, it's like sculpting, but you imagine you have a pose like I'm doing here, but then you start a wave painting. Been a good week, got stuff done. Great. Yeah, that's the best thing. Glad to know. And so yes, the week is ending, by the way. So hold on, I need to just put some soundtrack for me. Feel free to get whatever soundtrack you want, folks, because what I had previously was looping too much, and okay, eventually. We got a bit tired. The music for video games, it was too short. It appears in the video description. Anyways, there's for games, so there's Merge Survivors. My brother participated in a game jams and he composed music for it, so you can get it. Will be in the video description. Yeah, very cool stuff he's developing in this sense. So here, let's go back on the something that I used to, but I'll have to listen this to myself on my own, so because of copyright stuff. Okay, folks, unfortunately I need more soundtracks to this sharing thing. Let's continue here with spline skinning, and that's it. Wave painting is always, every way is wrong, right? So here we need to, and here is one curious thing about what I having a big issue here for this lips mesh, is that it's not so much the wave painting that was causing horrid deforms, or even not the skinning algorithm. Of course they are responsible, the culprit, but it was the shapes, the geometry itself, the geometry of the lips that which I was trying to use they were not well adapted to the universal sonic melt rig, or actually to what I was trying to achieve with my my stuff here, and stylistic approach. And then eventually I've realized how the lips, right, on look how regular those lips are. This is how it was done in the universal sonic mount rig. And as soon as I put these regular lips, I never done anything like that. It's like, oh, how would that work for my characters? Doesn't have lips as simple, but it works for the deforms that we wanted to generate to have on posing, and that was the game changer. And now of course I need to find alternatives to get those lips deformed in slightly more organic shapes, like maybe shape keys could solve that. But I want to do it armature deform. We have already a solution for that, for this kind of problematic. We used we had it's still here, but this is an overdoing of this thing, right? These are lips profiles bendy bone splines, this one. So the lips were, you see, the lips were much larger before, but anyways, doesn't matter. This could be smaller. So the cool thing about this is that technically they don't need to be, technically they don't need any, they can work on any geometry. Like here they'll be a bit squarey, right? But that's it. You can then reshape them as we pose. So, but the important thing apparently for the skinning algorithms to work properly for the expressions, the 2D stuff, is that regularity of the mesh matters a lot. So I need to build, I think I need to build, because it's so hard to have the lips deform widely regularly without a smart geometry like that. I need probably to start with something simple like that and build on top of that. So I have different ideas of how this can, propositions, right, of how this could be achieved. We could perhaps on top of this mesh geometry here start to tweak it in a very subtle way. I'm interested in that. We could try that next actually, because tweaking, if we are able to make the same poses here that I was able to do with this thing. Actually, hold on, are these deformed bones? They are still deformed bones. Hold on folks, we'll have to, I forgot something special here. They are sharing waves right now. We need to, alright, otherwise we won't be able to see the true deforms of spline skinning here. Already I'm seeing something that seems wrong there. The spline skinning is too strong, and we are lacking, of course, waves here related to this. We're gonna develop this. Yeah, we need more stuff going on here, but yeah, it's not. Let's continue folks. So I've lost my selection here, so let's do it again. Yes, from this. Now, yeah, lots of, get this. Let's take off some waves here. Maybe this will be better, so we can, yeah, let's not use the mirror here. Why? Okay, let's hide the mirror to help. I have a problem, a difficulty understanding where the face loop, the edge loops are in wave pane mode. It's very hard sometimes to figure out where we were at. So here, probably blurring this. Okay, and we stop there. Now I went more. Okay, there we go. Then here we can mix more. Yeah, more waves here. Now we're reaching the corners, which is complicated, and this time we will try to make it right. So I'm gonna just give some light waves from this bone. We need some better visibility here, so X-ray. Alright, so it will be something like this. See, no más, no little, no more, no little, no less, no more. In Spanish, and here it's a Spanish expression. No, there is no corner bone. Alright, this means that probably we need to do something like that anyways. Yeah, so here I'm not sure how we'll handle this with bendy bones. I already have done it more or less successfully, so yeah, let's use blended waves in this case. This is not like linear blend skinning where we have a bone for a deformed bone for the corners. Alright, so now we get this one. We can start getting here. So, commenter maker, what kind of project was that one with major developments or good developments on this week? Just asking to rigging pipeline. Oh yeah, what is the pipeline? What do you mean by rigging pipeline? It's like you are organizing the pipeline for rigging for a project, or you're just completing rigging tasks that were making part of a list of rigging lists, something like that. I convert mocap to game animation. Yes. Good. So I see the pipeline stuff. Okay, so yeah, production stuff. So so this is done everything in Blender, or requires for mocap I think there's additional software, right? Then you get them into Blender. I think there's different methods, right? And from Blender then you get them into the game engine, or I assume this. Like Mixamo stuff. Yeah, I have an idea about Mixamo. I just don't use it, so I don't know the details. But yeah, so sounds cool. So must make a lot of animations with that. Mocap was Xsense and Stretch Sense. Okay, software I guess, but the motions have been recorded, so I'm cleaning them now. Oh yes, cleaning mocap, that's right. I've heard today must be easier to solve all those, but in the past it seemed to be very, very complicated. Like 1 decade ago or more, only it was very extremely time consuming to fix mocap animations, like the content generated by mocap. Now it must be much easier, I think, much more feasible, and so Okay, what's happening to this vertex here, which refuse to get alright, so there is a vertex that is a rebel. Sometimes it's more than a vertex this time. Now it okay. It can be that also depends on the end goal. I see. Like mocap for a movie, that's way more than a game. Yeah, the game should be lower budget, faster. Yeah, not so artistic. So yeah, I see. Yeah, if you want to perfect the the motions, then probably that would take a lot more. Yeah, thanks for the technical explanations. I don't know who know. Maybe in the future I'll be doing something like that. Okay, so you get already some spline skinning going on here. Of course, it's not. It looks good so far. The corners, of course, have a little problem. We need to wave paint some other things that push, but yeah, and there's some resistance. They're not immediately. The mesh is being probably locked. Is being not locked down, but it's being. You see, ideally this should draw their shared waves in this lips from other bones that I need to take off. Otherwise, this should draw the mouth shape exactly like here, or very approximate. So we need to solve those blend waves there. But first we need to complete this wave painting process. I think it's nearly complete, so why? Okay, this is wrong. We need to push these waves into the corners, otherwise there won't be enough influence. So here we can probably do this. Here I don't know, but yeah, this should be. Yeah, maybe this is a bit bad. Let's test. No, maybe that works. That will work. So here and this one. So you see, spline skinning is kind of cool to make armature deforms. Even the we can make the without any more. We can make an O mouth shape very easily. Well, actually, there's some strange things happening to the mesh. Maybe it's not so easy. So maybe there are some limitations. I've seen that before, but so far it seems to work. Yeah, I'm concerned about this kind of things. All right, let's see now. How does that look on? We will have tweak bones to pose that, so yeah, this is happening. This is not necessarily the problem of spline skinning, but if we'll have to find this out. If it is, anyway, we see it's lagging and we need more waves on the surrounding of the mouth. So let's check some expression here. Yeah, it seems a bit harder right now to shape the proper. They are more rounded certainly than the. We can start to shape some leaves, but it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, it's doubt. We can doubt of spline skinning for this, but we. And then there is this that can happen, but we haven't completed everything here. We are going to see without the tweak bones, which will be something like this. We cannot pose this so easily. It's annoying to pose them. Okay, so we need to investigate where are the shared waves there. So it's not these bones. We took off all their waves. This is what we are working on. And the tips are certainly not deformed bones. These bones shouldn't have waves here. Yeah, this is on the mouth interior, so that's not the case. This maybe. I remember. No, this is just the surroundings, but maybe we're not using this right now. Well, it could help for the spline skinning method too. Not sure. Yeah, because it's not spline skinning, so maybe this creates some confusion. Let's turn it off. Let's bring actually this system to this layer here, so they skip together. We can. Let's see if there's anything else here. Nothing here. Then lips profiles. We can select all these bones and turn off all that altogether. Apparently not responsible for what's happening here. It might be the bones on the face there. Alright, I don't need that. Let's assess these ones. Might be the case. So first, let's see if these bones carry any waves. They should be. None of these should be deformed bones, anyways. Okay, let's see. Must be on. Alright, no problem here. Tweak this, no problem here. Tweak lips. No problem here. Muzzle, this could be the case. Yeah, there are bendy bones here, and we don't know. Yeah, might be something. These ones we have retaked everything. So here actually, yeah. Let's reset the pose. Not this one. This one. We need to reset this first of all. Yeah, this will probably be risky. There may be many things wrong here. There are bone constraints. They will be displaced, but this is another problematic. And there's also this one. Alright, let's check their waves here. So you need to take off any waves from that much extent. Yes, exactly this selection. We don't see waves interfering. So how is this possible? Okay, there's a last resource for investigating if there is shared waves. Here is the transform. I don't remember any other bounds here, folks, sorry. So is the item vertex waves. Leap, apparently not. These are exactly what we were working. So leap up, leap down. Oh, there are some wrong waves there. Some. What about this? Yeah, this here with leap up. One makes some. But no, nothing special here. It's just some minimum details there that were wrong. So maybe spline skinning is no. That doesn't make sense to me. Even because these muzzle bones had not got any waves there. It's like these deforms are not 100. Yeah, it's really. Okay, so let's see. We get this. Don't see any rogue waves. Okay, there's these ones. Here I don't see any rogue waves there. Here, I see some rogue waves. But this shouldn't be enough to do all that. Yeah, barely do nothing. We need to make the leap selection again. There are maybe some modifiers that might be affecting, so we turn them off. Yeah, we're gonna check that. So for now, we got this, and we got this, and just blur this should be good. Maybe more waves? No, makes no sense. This should push a lot already. I'm out of ideas of why this is so wrong. So again, that might be this wave painting is the problem. I'm having some lag, I think. Yeah, something is lagging here, folks. Let's reopen this. Okay, so I don't understand why this mesh is not being pushed so far. This is okay. The bottom lips are little better. Then we get this, but this is because there's no waves to be pushed from probably in the around the mouth, so this might not be so bad. Then we have okay, but we can shape the expressions or not. Yes, but there's some difficulty at some point. For example, there inside says there's not enough string to pull this mesh. So this is a problem. Could be let's see. There's as we pull this bone, we see that some mesh are not wave painted. Oh, this is the face mesh. So it's pulling strongly the mesh that is red. What it is not pulling is other mesh. So maybe this was an illusion, partial illusion. Of course, that's we see that perhaps this requires more waves there, perhaps, but there it's not pulling these reds. Maybe is the shared waves with the with its how to say neighbor, but no. Look at this curve. It's really not. Yeah, so this is not what I knew about bendy bone splines. Apparently they have an amount, as much as they go, they cannot. They end up losing the stretching potential, which is bad because for these for the melt expressions I need a lot of pulling. And it is resisting. So for example here, no, maybe it's again it's the, or maybe the mesh cannot be pulled. This makes no sense to me. If, this mesh in red should reach to that point no matter what, because the rest has nothing to do, it's not blocking it. It should go as indicated, even if the rest doesn't follow very well. So it happens to some extent, but alright. The only thing that can explain, that would be able to explain this for me, would be shared waves. Can you increase the bendy bone subdivisions? Yes, there are, but this won't. Usually when we have this amount of segments, this is enough to make all the curves we need for, especially for this kind of space. Of course, then if the bone has a lot of rotations, it's a good idea to have more. But the problem is this, but we can include, yes, more. Maybe it affects. But no, see, it does nothing. There's a maximum, and yeah, so it does very little. Of course, in the beginning it starts to make some, yeah, from one segment it's not even spline skinny, I think so, or if it is, it's weak totally. So you need to make something like that, and this is, yeah, I'm still, this is very, very odd, because all that I've learned exactly that the problem with the eye rigging that which I have made, I was struggling with this kind of problem, but it was actually because what's happening to the, something horrible happened to the, suddenly, to the face of this character. That has no explanation. Oh, changing. What this has to do with... Oh, this was a group that I deleted. I gotta get it back. Yeah, this was experimental anyways. We can make that later. I'm gonna recheck that doesn't... So we're gonna turn it off. Okay, this was just this. Actually, this was very, very interesting example. I need to make a tutorial about that. It corrects some very, very hard artifacts that are generated by the skinny algorithms on rotations, and some deforms there. You just smooth out after the armature modifier, smooth out those crazy shapes that are very hard to solve manually with, even with only wave painting, but with armature deform corrective methods such as helper bones. And then this simple trick applied to a vertex group can smooth out an area that is like being disrupted, and then you don't need to solve it with wave painting. Of course, you wave paint the vertex group here, but for the object modifier, but then you can solve. I made an entire tutorial with that I had to solve this kind of thing. I was trying to solve it manually. I didn't know that this was so powerful. So it was like smoothing the mesh as I was in edit mode, but it's acting actively, right, in the stack. So it's like real-time corrective smooth. So, and it's out, and we can focus its positioning. So now I've just destroyed the group. We'll try to get it back from another file later, another backup file. So okay, this was the... Where is the subdivision? Here. Okay, so folks, now we need to continue investigating what could be causing this thing. So yeah, I was about to... So there is a possibility, but that I got something wrong about the theory of wave painting, and not wave painting, but of rigging in general in Blender. And then because I lack waves somewhere here, there are some sort of conflicting interactions which are sluggerishing these deforms here. The idea to think about the bendy bones, however, is interesting because some settings could be responsible for that, but here everything seems is more like regular, so it's not like yeah, it's probably not anything like that. Let's see the okay, so yes, that idea. Okay, I need to check again for the waves. Now that the modifiers, they are, yeah, so we turn this off, but doesn't help. It just doesn't make sense that I have this behavior right now after. It's like the head bone perhaps is having waves there, but we saw there's nothing. Well, just in case, let's look again at it. Maybe if I have a vision of, we could use auto normalize actually to take off. Yeah, we could try that. And so as we see here again, vertex waves, lips, we can normalize by here. So yeah, there's just, unless it's a bug, let's make some crazy thing here. So here doesn't tell something is wrong, so let's go back here and we're gonna paint these lips with auto normalize. Actually, we'll try to do it if this helps. We are gonna use the same selection. We are going to get here and here, and we want auto normalize at maximum. And wait, is that what happened? Okay, now this is not as we bring it up. Maybe I was having an illusion. Now I'm confused. Yes, I was having an illusion, folks. No. Starts to die out now. No, it still goes. So it was an illusion because the mesh here. So or was it a bug that suddenly I used auto normalize? And no, more likely an illusion. We see that. Okay, I was confused by the illusion, therefore, and so exactly. So we need to wave paint these things better. We are going to take off here. Sorry, folks. So this was, my theory was not incorrect. My perception was incorrect. Auto IK, no need auto IK now. We need to take off auto normalize before I do some terrible mistake, because I don't use often this tool, only on special circumstances. It's a destructive method, So here, first thing, yeah, we need the muzzle bones. It will be here, and we need to retake a lot of stuff from this. Yeah, we'll probably need some protection. We'll use the muzzle. This is not very good actually. This could be simpler, I'm not sure. Okay, the muzzle thing here without mouth, that's great. Now we come back here and let's add this stuff here, start wave painting. So I don't know how, yes, because the mesh was deleted, right folks, so that's why I've lost this. So probably this is strong waves here. Here at that part near the nose we're gonna see what's best, but then in principle this was the way this was supposed to be done. So yeah, let's pick all this area here. It will be like never wave painted this that way, that far, so maybe here we get some. Yeah, the nose could have lead more waves to this bone, and that's it. Then here it could be like this, and here we smooth to this amount. No, actually here I want this to be strong. Let's, yeah, we can, that seems to be good, except we don't want, maybe it's, yeah, we need corrections here. Of course we take off this. Maybe that is unrequired. And here probably we should be smoothing that area too. And here, why not? Let's see now. Okay, now first inversion. Just making sure there's not any extrapolation here. We save. We need to test how good or bad is this. There are some deforms going on there, which is probably just bad waves from another bone. So the profile here is working well. This will stretch the mouth. We can even do something about this, like we can tweak this in interesting ways. Why am I showing this thing here? So for example, in this case this bone is parented to a tweak bone, but we can get the tweak muzzle where it is. Okay, this is a very wrong position, so actually you can get it here, and then for example we have this, we can parent them to the same. And so as this is control rig, folks. There are many things we can do, and strangely the shapes are, yeah, these waves are too strong, and I need to wave the rest. So that's, of course, one thing is the lips, the mouth, the other is the yeah, so this has little influence because we lost waves. So I might need to head to go to bed. Good luck with spline rig. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching and commenting. Take care. See you next time. I'll be continuing here. I'll probably make a pause in a moment, and then yeah, see ya next time. So continuing here. Alright, but we're making progress on this rig. Is just that, yeah, fixing some basics. Okay, so if this is for this control rig there, we probably want to approximate this thing. There should be, yeah, the tweaks. We have old rig for all that. These positions are probably bad. Let's get them closer to the center, something like that. Of course, this will require to reset this. Like, this is not the right way to, that would like for posing the ellipse bone, although it's a, because of the offset, it doesn't help very much. Could be more precise, but I have a lot of other bones already set for old system. I just don't know if I restart from scratch here. Those tweaks, I could duplicate the old tweaks also and place them here. So yes, there's a good possibility so that I don't interfere with whichever old rig there is here, just in case I want to reuse some method, some elements. It's been helpful so far, especially on this experimental stuff. Alright, so yeah, it was an illusion, but the deforms on the spline skin are not seeming very good nonetheless as we get that stretchiness. This is a problem that I found already before. There's a risk that the corners are unsafe to deform with spline skinning in this amount. This is something when you need still be in the requirement to tweak for some time until we find the final result here. Let's continue the wave painting though. So we need this very wrong. Here of course need to push this to the corners. This can be problematic. Visually this caused many troubles, we know, so we're probably not gonna maintain this. But for this can be good. Yeah, here we need some okay, let's test this. Probably absolutely wrong, because no much smoothness and causing interfering too much. But I cannot, I need to, okay. No, this is not accurate. I cannot subtract from this. Okay, this is sad. So I have to do manually. Okay, before I do any adjustments to this, let's do this one. And I'll have fixed all the mixing, yeah, so why can't I wave thin here? Okay, remembering this profile, so it's not so much for this area. And of course all that we can probably here we are gonna take off these waves. These are totally wrong. Yeah, we can also take this off. This was too much. Maybe slightly here and more blurring here. That's it. Okay. Now let's see what we can do about that. Too much waves there. Yeah. But that part is not necessarily wrong. It's pulling very well, that part. So this was a very early experiment we did. This kind of helps a lot in the... Of course, there's no shrink wrapping here yet. We can certainly smooth this out though, so... And it doesn't change much, right? Because it's like there's very good deforms for, although exaggerated, there. They sweet some crazy expressions somewhat. We could do better. I'm curious about how this mesh, however, deforms. It doesn't seem to be destructive or conflicting. This is very curious. So this spline and this spline, they don't seem to interfere too bad. So in this orthogonal composition, this one is a bit trickier. But in this time I think I got it better. More for drawing the profile, though it's affecting too much other areas. Maybe I need to... Yeah, this is too much probably. And it's hard to take these waves from with blur only. Maybe I've exaggerated. Now let's see the nose bridge. Yeah, this one certainly we need some rework here. We don't need, this can be very localized, folks. Yeah, and then also here we can these here will be optional. We'll see how to get this better. Problem is that the selection here won't help us in this wave painting here. Won't help too much. I think here if you can reach this will be nice, but no more. No, not that. Because then starts the eyelids mesh, and the eyelids mesh is like, don't want to. Yeah, actually it wouldn't be terrible because it will be shrink wrapping, so it's not. No, it's not the end of the world. It is, but then it will be wave painting the eyelids, the eyelashes too. So it's, I don't have it ready for this kind of work. We have to protect the eyelashes. So here, this is very complicated actually to get it right always. Still, mesh topology is not really good to. No, this is going. This time this is mostly good, is except here there's this hole forming. Not that we need to. Alright, let's try to do something about that. So it's more about blurring, I guess. Yeah, we can have more actually waves for the nose itself, the tip of the nose. And slightly here because you can have some slight pull into that region, but very small, nothing that's. Let's check now. Okay, this seems like adequate now, although this was still having this, but this is also something that's happening because of the other deform, so it's not this bone's fault. Okay, that seems to be it, folks, for this part. Now we can go back to this question where we can pull that, and that's looking good. We can stretch a lot this mesh of the mouth, which is not necessarily what will make good deforms for the lips. This could be actually bad. And then there's the question, of course, the lips bones themselves, they need to have a way to influence the mouth, so they will be able to shape these expressions, not only on the lips, but then it starts to get complicated because of other things we want to develop for this mouth rig. And here I'm starting to have some issues with the spline skinning at this point. So but yeah, that's plausible expressions here, at least plausible. I cannot shape a smile here very well because the mouth is still not deforming very well. This is not the spline for the corner, so we need some tweak for this, so we can have this actually, this and this. Let's see how does that look in a full expression. This, it's good to look at the characters entirely sometimes. Of course, the mouth interior don't help too much at this point. Without readjusting its scale and all that, we should be able to do that. And the next moment we address all this thing. Currently the bones for this are here, so we can do something like that. Yeah, we need to create the tweak bones there. We're just gonna duplicate, I think, what structures we already made, so eventually we'll end up deleting everything for this file, right? Everything that is not being currently used, right? The succeeded or failed experiments, we've deleted a lot of stuff already. We are nearly cleaned up. It's that's spline skinning allows for interesting expressions too, so it's not like limiting. It seems to be slightly better for the lips, but it should have some power for the rolling actually, more than without actually, yeah, the twisting. Twisting is not something that the armature deform will do very well. Not that it's exactly twisting what we need, but it's part of what we required. So this is a slightly advantage of spline skinning here. Another cool thing is that we can literally draw with the splines the curves, right? The shape. If you can get the corners right, and I think we can, then it's really, really good to have these splines there. So I believe we can keep the spline skinning. But only if we can solve everything for a wide majority of expressions. So there are many things to tweak. So sorry, the notes here are horrible, so it's all old. Let's go back here, and I should have done this before. So research, yeah, so this is actually solved, but not for this. Actually assess rig for yeah, this is remodel ideal ellipse. Yes, so plus extra. Okay, we were missing the extras. Remodel ideal low poly ellipse. Then yes, tweak. I was sure I had this thing here. Alright, so let's... Okay, so I'm lacking some symbol here, which doesn't... Yeah, can be that, whatever. Then, okay, make tweak bones for control rig, right? Then here make how do you call it? I need some, yeah, sorry, I need to pause. Too much work on this already. How much time in the live? Already, yeah, nearly 3 hours of live streaming. Yeah, so need to give a time to come back later. It's something. Make tick bones deforms. Yes, wave paint mount surrounding wave paint for lip bones. Yes, here the question is or extra, or let's say not additive, or complementary bones. Or you need to develop this concept, right? Complementary lips system. We need to investigate this. This will be the game changer. It might be that we don't even need it. So this could be many things. It could be like shape. Yeah, actually we can make this like, so it could be shape keys, volume profile lip system. So could be with shape keys, could be we need to test with many things, right? Could be extra def bones carried by parenting. Parented parent carried, whatever. Then another would be, well, have the lips profiles, yeah, quadratic. Lips, bendy bones, splines, profile. This is know that works, so we can use it. So 3 experiments there already. I don't have another idea yet for yeah, there's this idea of mouth bones for between lips, yeah, between lips and muzzle region. Yeah, this is interesting. We could have, no, actually this is inadequate. We're already getting the expressions we want. This is redundancy, folks. All right, so this should be our next experimentation, and of course there would be solve control rig. Okay, there's another problematic. I'm extending here the stuff, but retake muzzle goes shrink wrapping system, and yeah, it's not working very well right now. I need to it involves armature deform and some tricks we need to re-implement. It was working, then start failing, we need to understand what's going on, then solve multi-deform, yeah, to investigate and solve control rig for melt rig, integrated melt rigs. Oh, I forgot also, folks. Mesh rest positions for melt interior. Retake rest position from melt interior. Mesh and armature. That's it. Yeah, this is gigantic list. That's all that we have to do next in my understanding. Here. Oh, sorry, folks, it wasn't appearing. Yeah. So here's the gigantic list. Is that it's strange obvious studio don't show in the screen, but it shows for me, so sorry about that, folks. Should be more attentions. So that's it, folks, for now. I'm gonna make a pause now and continue later, I hope, and in a couple of hours maybe, and then we continue this crazy experimental melt rigging, and we are getting very close to the conclusion, because when we get the universal sonic melt rig to work with the wildly expression, we get the lips more or less like the cartoon style we want, doing what the universal sonic melt rig does, not deforming crazily, having the 2D shapes that we want and the volumetric shapes, and then all the melt interior doesn't deform, the muzzle ghost doesn't get crazy, and we have the some restrictions we want here, then and the deforms are good, then that's it, folks. And the tongue rig, okay, the tongue rig, sorry, folks, let's add this. It's the first time I add so much things, so tongue rig is already a solution that I've seen on the it was worked very well in Universal Sonic Melt Rig. Just one bendy bone spline, like I was considering some I key or fake I key chain, or why I keep has just one controller, right? Yeah, maybe, yeah, I was considering many splines. Yeah, so maybe it's just that simple, one spline that's good enough, and that's what I see. Another great thing about Universal Sonic Melt Rig, you just check there and every cool stuff going on. Yeah, so that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care and happy blending. See you soon.